Once upon a time, there was a brave knight called George. George had lots of adventures as he travelled by horse across many lands. One day he came to a small village and met a man who lived in a cave next to the village. The hermit told the knight about the awful things that were happening there. A terrible dragon had come to live in the lake and attacked the village every day. The villagers didn't know what to do. First, they gave the dragon all their food. But the dragon just took the food and still attacked the village. So then the villagers gave the dragon all the animals from their farms. The dragon took all the animals, but continued to attack the villagers. So then they gave the dragon all their gold and jewels. The dragon took all their money, but still was not satisfied. The king sent his army to try and capture the dragon. But the dragon was too strong, and the knights of the army were too scared, and they ran away. With nothing left to give, the king could only think of one thing to help protect his people. He sent his only daughter, the princess, to the lake to wait for the dragon. When George heard this, he rode as fast as he could to the lake. Just then, the dragon jumped out from the lake and was going to eat the princess. George attacked the dragon. He fought very bravely, won the fight, and killed the dragon. George and the princess returned to the village, and everyone was very pleased that they would have no more problems with the dragon. Today, the story of George's bravery is remembered, and George is known as the patron saint of many countries.
This is London, the capital city of England and the United Kingdom. The big wheel you can see is the Millennium Wheel, or London Eye as it's also known. It's 135 metres high with 32 glass capsules. The wheel was opened in March 2000 to mark the end of the 20th century and the beginning of the new millennium. Opposite the Millennium Wheel, you can find Big Ben, the famous clock tower, and the Palace of Westminster, also known as the Houses of Parliament. This is where the government meets. One of the best things about London is its parks. In Regent's Park, you have the largest grass area for sports in central London and an open-air theatre. You can relax, walk and run in the parks, but you can't cycle. Only the police can do that. Horses are another good and ecological way of keeping order in London. This is Trafalgar Square with the National Gallery Art Museum in the background. Nelson's Column is a monument to Admiral Nelson, who died at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1815. You can also visit the British Museum in Great Russell Street, or walk over the new Millennium Bridge to the Tate Modern Museum. When it opened on the 10th of June, the bridge had to be closed after just a few days because it was moving too much. Don't worry, it's okay now. The Tate Modern Museum is a converted old power station. On the other side of the Millennium Bridge is St. Paul's Cathedral. It is a tourist attraction, and you can walk the 530 steps up to the gallery and see London. Another feature of London is the changing of the guard, which takes place inside the grounds of Buckingham Palace every day at 11 a.m. It lasts about 40 minutes, but come early, as there are usually lots of people. You can take a boat along the Thames. This is Tower Bridge. It opens up for big boats, and all the car traffic has to stop for about 15 minutes. You can also walk along the top bridge that joins the two towers. If you keep going east, you arrive in the new Docklands area. There are a lot of big offices and expensive new apartments on the river there. Time certainly flies when you're travelling around London.